Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thegoodenoughguycrafts channel. Mr. Shannon talking with you here. So this is the wife's she shed where she does all of her laser etching and her epoxy work and tumbler work and all that other stuff. She would like me to build a better deck porch thing like the pergolas that I've been building with a permanent deck. I have all the materials here. I am going to do this a little at a time, and we're going to see how we transform this area. I'm going to pull this floating deck out. I'm going to pull some of these bricks out. We're going to clean this up. We're going to dig 4 post holes. We're going to put concrete in, and it's going to be huge. And she would like to eventually have plants growing up the sides because we love to have flowers for the pollinators around here on the property. So let's get at it. Alright guys, so I've got my materials set up. We will be using all ground contact pressure treated wood because we live in Florida and everything rots that touches the ground here. So this stuff will last a long time, hopefully. So anyway, we've got 8 bags of Quikrete at 60 pounds each. I've got 4 10-foot long 4x4 posts to hold this thing up and together. I've got 6 pieces of 2x6x12 that I will cut to shape for my flooring joists, and I've got 6 2x4s by 8 foot long pieces for the rest of the frame. Additionally, for the flooring, I've got composite decking and the special screws and clips to hold that in. The attempt here is to get about an 8 foot wide by 5 foot deep porch looking thing, or a deck, or whatever you want to call it, for the wife's she shed. Wish me luck. Now I'm going to do the other 3. We'll come back when I'm close to finishing up. And that is with the second post up, and these are almost perfectly lined up, about 9 inches from the sides of the shed and perpendicular to the ground at level. And we continue. I got the 3rd post. I got the 3rd post concreted in. I'm trying to get the 4th one done before this weather goes south. We got 2 more bags of concrete to pour. I want to get this post in before that rain comes. Well, I've finally done it. Got all 4 posts in. I have a huge pile of dirt that's going to need to be removed out of here so I can frame the bottom. I'm going to frame the top next. They're relatively square and relatively straight and relatively the same height. They're all going to be off just a tiny little bit. But once again, what's our motto? It's good enough. So I've started to frame it out. As you can see, I put my cross beams here so I can get my across the top done. So I've gotten that side screwed in. I'm just going to screw this side in on camera. That way if I fall, at least there'll be someone there to laugh at me later. Keep an eye out. All right, that is going to keep the top from swaying. It's going to give it some rigidity. Now bear in mind, right now the concrete's still wet. It will get hardened overnight, and when I do the deck, it's going to make it a lot more solid than it is right now. So I want to show you guys something. See this? How it's narrower over on that side and wide over here. So I'm going to put a second piece of wood back here as my backer board for the decking material and to fill in that gap some. I've noticed that this post here is about an inch or two closer than this side, which also means that this is about an inch and a half closer to that one than this post is to that. So this is slightly off center and slightly crooked. It will hold just fine when I'm all done. I'll just have to make some adjustments to pretty it up a little bit. Framing for the decking is all done. I got the stringers in. They're screwed and nailed down perfectly, sort of. They're roughly 14 inches apart. Next up, we gotta lay the deck. I pre-drilled a couple of screws so that way I can set it in before I really tighten it down. I'm going to start part way up. Real close. That's good. Let's get the next one up about yay high, just so we've got support for our lattice that's going to go up there. Tacked in. Now I'm going to tighten them down. Two more screws. There we go. There. That'll hold it in place for me. I don't think I want it there. I want to slide it over more. we go. It's gonna hold the vining plant. Looks great. Now she also wants lights up on this thing. The last thing we're going to do with this portion of the project is add some Harbor Freight LED outdoor lights to this, so it looks extra pretty. And I'm going to save the planting of the flowering vine for this side for another time. Here we go.